This is a demonstration of how to rig two 2-to-1s in series, which is a complex system also known as the flying W, used to tension a double high line. The gear required for rigging a basic flying W includes a single piece of rope, 2 pieces of webbing, 2 long prusiks, which are usually green in color, 3 short prusiks, which are usually red in color, 4 prusik minding pulleys, and 5 carabiners. The first step to rigging your flying W is to rig your anchors. And the first of the anchors that you're going to rig is a high strength tie-off. Now you want that to be the topmost of the anchors that you are rigging. And to do that, you're going to tie a figure 8 on a bight on the end of your rope and wrap it around your tree or your anchor 2 times with a cross in the back. Then you're going to clip the carabiner through your figure 8 and onto the rope and secure it nice and tight, and make sure that your rope is coming out through the carabiner in a direct line to where your flying W is going to be rigged. The next 2 anchors that you're going to rig are going to be wrap 3 pull 2s. You're going to do that with webbing by wrapping a piece of webbing around your tree or your anchor 3 times and connecting the ends with a water knot or a ring bend. And then you're going to pull 2 of those wraps and clip a carabiner to them. The next step in creating your flying W is going to be to attach a progress minding pulley to the bottom wrap 3 pull 2 anchor. You want to send your rope through the top of the pulley and then coming out of the bottom of the pulley. And you also want to attach one of your small red prusiks around the rope that is going into the pulley. So that can be a progress capture device when you're tensioning the flying W. You can then clip the small prusik into the same carabiner that is holding the PMP to the anchor, and make sure that the prusik is going along the spine of the carabiner. The next step is to attach a prusik minding pulley to the place where each track line is going to be connected to the flying W. These pulleys are going to be at the base of the 2 V's of your flying W, so you want to make sure that there's rope in between the 2 pulleys running back to your main anchor, so you have that W shape starting to take form. You want to attach a short and a long prusik to each track line, and then clip those prusiks into the same carabiner holding the PMP, being careful again that the prusiks are in line with the spine of the carabiner and that the gate on the carabiner is completely closed. Your last prusik minding pulley is going to be attached to your top wrap 3 pull 2 anchor. So you want to take a bite of rope and send it through that pulley, and then clip the pulley into your carabiner, making sure that you screw the screw gate closed. You also want to make sure that your anchors are at appropriate heights and are spaced well, and be sure that everything is secure and tighten down, that your carabiners are all locked. If you're using a dynamometer to keep track of the tension on your system, you're going to attach it here to your top anchor. You're going to clip it into a carabiner, and then you are going to use a twist link steel carabiner to attach the dynamometer to the pulley. That's going to turn your rigging 90 degrees to keep everything in line. You will also most likely want to back up your track lines, which is going to take some more gear, and it's going to require 2 pieces of webbing, 2 carabiners, 2 short prusiks, which are going to be red usually, and 2 long prusiks, which are usually going to be green in color. You're going to use the webbing to build a wrap 3 pull 2 anchor above and one below your anchors for your flying W, and then you are going to use a short prusik and a long prusik to attach to each track line. So the track line that's coming in above your flying W and your track line that's coming in below your flying W are each going to have both a short and a long prusik attached to them. Your prusiks are then clipped into the carabiner on your wrap 3 pull 2 anchor, making sure they are in line with the spine and the screw gate is closed. The last thing you want to do is tension the systems. Both your flying W as well as each of the track lines need to be tensioned, and be sure that they are captured by your prusiks, your progress capture devices. You can also tidy up, so make sure any loose webbing or loose rope is secured and out of the way so it's not going to be tripped on or stepped on. So let's take a look at what we've built here. On top we have a wrap 3 pull 2 anchor with a progress capture device securing our top track line. Next we have a high strength tie off starting our flying W, which then heads out to our first pulley holding one of our track lines with a progress capture device, prusiks and PMP. Next we have another wrap 3 pull 2 anchor with a PMP, which the rope then goes out to our third pulley, which is secured to our next track line. Comes back where we have a progress capturing device on our flying W so we can tension it. And below that we have our last wrap 3 pull 2, which has another progress capture device for our lower track line.